It basically has zero effect already. No! Wait. They are so, like, same guys all the time. Alfie Butcher, every single race. I'm keeping it. My throttle is not at 100%, I'm not joking. What are you doing, man? Oh my god! You must be fucking idiot! It's always the same guy! Why? Man, please just grow up, you are a fantastic racer! I cannot believe it!
Oh Mann, ey, ohne Witz. Nur weil Danny diesen blöden Manöver machen musste in der Haarnadel, ey. Es ist so unnötig, Mann. Also echt, ganzes ERS wieder verbraucht wegen der Kacke. Ich mein, oh mein Gott, was ist hier los?
Yo! JD here. And we are back once again on F1 23. And once again, discussing really the level of racing we have been seeing on this game, particularly at F1 Esports level, or the most competitive league racing you can see. And as you saw from that first instant, we had Mr. Alfie Butcher once again being involved in Danny Perez. And as always, please give your thoughts down below to every one of these instances. I will be showing a couple more after this. Also remind to keep it respectful as much as possible, because really the goal of this video and discussing these topics is to simply make this esports more credible, to be taken a lot more seriously. And I think that is the most damaging thing here, is just the reputation of F1 Esports. I think a lot of these drivers, such as Alfie, Otis Lawrence, who are actually representing F1 Esports teams, just doesn't give a good impression for these teams. And I think a lot more responsibility, in fact, needs to be placed on these teams and F1 Esports as a whole. And again, please let me know. I know there are many suggestions in my last video, but some perhaps more suggestions of how things like this can be controlled, and what is going to be a deterrent for actually these drivers performing quite desperate moves when they don't really need to be doing them. And to give my opinion on the Danny Perez incident there, I think there is definitely a lot more fault in terms of Alfie Butcher, but I also think that maybe Perez did weave a little bit on the straight, and as you saw from Marcel Kiefer's POV, there were, I think, a little bit of a desync and the cars came together. So yes, I think Alfie maybe should have waited until the final chicane. He had no ERS, so they were both running pretty much nothing in the ERS, and even if he did get the move done into the final chicane, he was probably going to get re-overtaken going into turn 1 again. So that's why I've said before, I believe there's only really a handful of esports drivers right now who are capable of winning races, simply because they're the ones who are actually a bit more forward-thinking, such as I think Jana Wapmir, Lucas Blakely, people like that, who actually think about the race maybe multiple laps in advance, conserving their ERS, knowing when to attack, but then knowing also when to be disciplined at the same time. And again, I think the real reason why we're seeing racing such as this is that it's just not really being punished. I don't think simulation damage is actually turned on in PSGL and WOR. And also, I just think that drivers are really trying to make a name for themselves. And I don't know if they are racing this deliberately, just for the banter or something like that, but also just to become known in social media sense, get people to know their name, because the successful esports drivers are making a career out of this, whether that's in the short term or long term. There is potential to make a career. But again, I think the organizations such as F1 Esports, and particularly these F1 Esports teams, need to be doing a lot more to drill this into their drivers. And I think from being behind the scenes in F1 Esports in the past, I feel like a lot of teams simply just let the drivers do their own thing. They don't really coach the drivers in terms of how to really conduct themselves in the racing, also on social media as well, because I think that's also very important. They just expect drivers to do the results and they're not really doing anything else on the side. I think that a lot more responsibility needs to be with these teams, and there should be actual punishments. And again, I think with F1 Esports being on a LAN, which we are expecting this year, only runs from September to December, I think there should be a lot more official tournaments going on throughout the year, whether that's on a LAN or online, but it should be associated with F1 Esports, governed by F1 Esports. And if you are going to be driving like this, because it does seem to be the same drivers who are continuously involved in these instances, then there should be punishments. You should be, kind of like in football, receive a yellow card, red card, you get a race ban, and then the reserve drivers get a chance to go in and also make a name for themselves. But please let me know what you think down. Please keep the comments respectful as always. I'm going to be showing just a couple more instances here, and you also see just from this clip that I'll throw on the screen now, even the very best of drivers let the frustration get to them. I think the important thing is actually learning from them and becoming better overall in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you very, very soon. Peace.
Why would he do that? He just drives me completely off track, man. What the fuck?
Johnny.
Why would you do that?
Oh my god. It's league racing, innit?
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
What?
Green flag.
There's no way.
Shut up.
For a safety car right now, just be careful.
Whoa!
Oh.
What is he doing? What have you just seen? He just sends it in there. Like I don't exist.